Well, friends, hello. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, director of Priests for Life, bringing you my daily diary. What did I do each day? I'm going to cover Friday, April 11th, Saturday the 12th, and Sunday the 13th of April, 2025. What did I do during these days? Well, I was in Westchester, New York, taking care of family business. My mom was transferred on Friday the 11th from a rehab facility to an assisted living facility. She's showing improvement. We expect the assisted living facility just to be a temporary arrangement so we can bring her back home, which, by the way, is where I'm broadcasting for you right now. Obviously, the background is different from what you usually see when I'm in my studio. And we want to bring mom back here, of course, once she is fully regaining her strength after her stay in both hospital and rehab. On Friday the 11th, therefore, after I did some early work on my computer and touching base with my staff in the morning, going over to the rehab facility, making sure everything was ready for her transfer, of course, doing this with my brother Joe, and then facilitating all of that and meeting her over at the new place where she'll be staying, where they transported her. But as all this was unfolding, the time I spent in communication with my staff involved things like follow-up on the Florida March for the preborn that we helped organize, plans for our broadcast studio, some personnel matters, guiding our team about that, some media bookings, some trip invitations, the project for urging people to visit the local offices of their members of Congress to defund the abortion industry, some work in regard to state marches for life and my messages to those states. When there's a state march for life, I prepare a special message and get it out there to them if I'm not speaking there in person. Broadcasting schedule, email blast approvals, and the forum. That's the pro-life leadership meeting that we coordinate. So we got my mom over to the assisted living place, a very nice place. We gave her a tour of the place. We settled in. We met with the different personnel there, made sure all her needs were being tended to, had dinner with her there, my brother and I. And she seems to like the new place, so hopefully she'll only be there a little bit and get her ready to come back home. Saturday the 12th and Sunday the 13th, more of the same. These were two very similar days. The time being spent with my mom and my brother there at the new assisted living facility, intersecting, of course, with the staff and with her, making sure that things were good, both with her medical care, physical therapy, and setting all things up that had to be set up, bringing things over there from the house that she needed, and things like that. In between all those various duties and time together and having meals together with my mom and my brother, I dealt with the following kinds of topics via email and phone calls with different members of my team. Our procedure for handling trip invitations, we're always upgrading and improving our procedures, did some communicating about that. The Colorado State March for Life, my message to them, getting that out far and wide. Trip plans, the Expose Abortion Project, late-term abortion project, social media strategy. Let's see, an inquiry from somebody who wants to be an intern with us. I was involved in some of that. Plans for the leadership meeting and approval of the the June travelogue, which is like an expanded newsletter that we send out. So that was Saturday the 12th, doing all those things right into the evening and staying at the rehab center also for dinner with my mom and then making sure she was settled for the night. Sunday the 13th, which was Palm Sunday, there at the facility, of course, from early in the morning and taking care of things as I had done the last 2 days, but also intersecting at times with my staff via email. Again, more follow-up on the Florida March. Employment of our embryoscopy footage, very important. Best video of the unborn child that exists. We're always trying to get that out far and wide. Upcoming travel plans, including to the National Right to Life Convention, which I'm looking forward to in June. Preparation for the Council for National Policy meeting, a conservative organization that I intersect with and am a member of. Efforts to increase our presence on Rumble. I'm sure many of you follow Rumble, very, very great free speech platform, and then work in terms of urging people to visit their members of Congress locally while those members are in their home districts. And that's what I did the 11th, 12th, and 13th of April 2025. Thanks for your prayers for me, for my work, for my mom, for Priests for Life, and for an end to abortion. Hope all your activities are blessed. Talk to you soon.
Hello, I'm Sam Brownback, and I've worked alongside Father Frank Pavone for many years on the cause of life. He's a true champion, and the Priests for Life have been wonderful champions of this great cause, of the cause of human dignity of every human at every phase of life, from the very first moment of conception until its natural death. The human species, the human person, each and every one are full of dignity, priceless in value, and Priests for Life stand for that. Join their work with them, work alongside them in this battle, this incredible battle, this fantastically important battle for life in the United States. We've got to win this fight. Join them.
Years ago, I got to know Father Frank on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. He had joined with a number of people with us. And I saw him as a very sincere, earnest young man. And I was delighted when he was my student in the seminary and he was ordained. And then I started to hear about his work with life. And I've been very pleased and amazed to stand on the side and see all that has been accomplished. There's no doubt in my mind this is a work of God, a work guided by the Holy Spirit. And now Priests for Life has a large organization, a number of people working here, quite a large number, and including a number of priests. And the priests throughout the country who have many responsibilities put among their interests and care Priests for Life. So I'm grateful, and I'm grateful to you for supporting this apostolate. In a way, you could say there is nothing more important than life. When there are dangerous situations, we call an ambulance. All the traffic stops. The ambulance comes to save a person's life, perhaps of a heart attack. Here we're talking about saving possibly millions of innocent unborn children. Isn't it terribly important? Isn't it of a great, great significance? And so I would encourage you, please, in your generosity, help Priests for Life. And I particularly appeal my fellow members of the clergy to support life and Priests for Life.